What's up, everybody? Count, Cassie, and Vol, thank you for being here so early. Count was here super early. He's been here for over an hour. And then Brian and Asamia popped in. And just now, Dimples, what's up? Hello, Hannah. Wolfius, you caught the stream. That's right. How is it going? All right, let's, So, I just heard in like the last 2 seconds something from the music that's playing. And it just sort of like, I don't know, gave me some idea for something. What's up, Og? Yo, yo. An Emilio Pujol piece? Nice, which one? I probably won't know it by name, but... Bleeding Scarlet, how's it going? Vol, thank you for gifting us up to Bleeding Scarlet. Bleeding Scarlet. Og, thanks. I'm glad you guys like it. Mikey, how are you? Thanks for the hearts. What's up, Brent? You like smooth jazz at 9:15. This is the Smooth Jazz Hour with Schnav. I just heard something that was like in that song that was kind of like that, and then as I was playing, I just well, what are the actual chords? I noticed it was sounding something like this. Oh! I hate that so much. I'm so mad. That just made my heart jump. I'm actually sweating. Valistream, welcome. I just jump scared myself. Smooth Jazz with Rafi D. Oh, that reminds me. Valistream, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. So I was looking to put out music. I'm going to. I already have a few tracks recorded and ready to put out. I just got to find two things. The best distributor for the music that would suit my needs. And also, I'm trying to decide what name I should use to put out music. Because I could use my actual name. I'd have to use more than just my first name because Rafi, the kid singer, already exists. So I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea. So I could use my full name, but that doesn't line up with anything in terms of what I have on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anything like that. But it's like more professional, maybe you could say, as opposed to Schnaff or something, which sounds as goofy as it is. Rafi Schmaffy. You can do that here? What do you mean? Connect your iRoll name? Always rebrand? Yeah, but I don't even know what I'd rebrand to. And that's kind of what Hannah was sort of mentioned with Rafi D, because my last name starts with D. What's that face for? But the issue is this is the community name challenge all over again. Yeah, that's what happens when something just doesn't work organically or naturally. You try to force it, and it's just like, for me, like, it doesn't feel right. But my name is I've had it my whole life, and so I have many experiences with how annoying it is for people to say, especially my last name. This is my last name. And it sucks. It sucks. Yeah, it's closer to a musical mode than a name. Exactly, I've had it my whole life. That's what it was. That's what it was. And then, yeah. So, I don't know. Rafi D, maybe? Yo, it's Raf the Don. That would be my hip-hop name, I guess. See, I plan on putting out a few different things. So, like, starting out with just classical guitar stuff, but then ultimately I'd like to do more. I do have a middle name, but that's also difficult for people to pronounce. They just don't. People just, historically speaking, have just mispronounced my first, middle, and last name. All of them, all the time. It's just, it sucks. And there's nothing inherently wrong with the name. It's just the inability for people to properly pronounce it / spell it. And so I foresee that being potentially an issue. It's the pen name of a renowned writer. Oh, my middle name, you mean? Also, hello, Auntie Seta. Again, if there was no kid singer named Rafi, I would have done that in a second. In a second, I would have snatched that name up. So I'll take the grade school insults and use it to my advantage. It rhymes with annoying. Like, it actually just rhymes with annoying. It perfectly rhymes with annoying. Annoying. Like, all right. Little shits. Oh, Rafi. Okay. Hey, Jack. That's it. But people just say all sorts of crazy stuff. They just... it has dimples, yeah. It's like... You understand why I imitate? I'm not sure that's why I'm able to imitate others' accents so well, but would I not like to use Schnaf? I just don't think that would be... It doesn't seem like the most professional name in the world. Like, people who aren't familiar with me and then just, like, see, you know, some, like, guitar stuff, and it's like, Schnaf? Like, what the hell is a Schnaf? Although, even that is hard for people... Like, it's weird for people to say sometimes, and they misspell it a good amount, often putting a C in between the S and the H. But while the prudent stand and ponder, the fool has already crossed the river. Yeah, I think I need to be, I know I'm not the only one. I think I need to be a little more foolish in life sometimes. You always put a C? Exactly. Dr. Rolifson, nice to see you. What's up? We really enjoyed the stream yesterday, so thank you for playing for us. You also inspired me to get out my brother's duduk, because he has one, and I tried to play it for the first time. So I stayed up later than I should have doing that, because of course I got sidetracked when I was supposed to sleep. It is enormous. It's the hardest thing is doing a proper vibrato, because as you try to do the vibrato, it changes the air flow through it, and you like puff up your cheeks as you do. You're supposed to do that, and as you do that, you go and you blow, and you're supposed to like move the bottom of your mouth. but as you open it up more, less air flows through. So like it's hard to actually get a consistent stream of air while still like doing the vibrato. I don't know, maybe I can grab it later. Wait, your brother plays the doo-doo? He has one. And he has one. I haven't seen it moved from the spot where it was in years. And I grabbed it last night, and this morning I got a text, "Did you take my doo-doo?" And I was like, how the, what? What the hell? The reed was like cemented shut. I was like, how do you even, pretty sure it's never been touched. Full name is Benoyen. Should I just get it now and just use it? All right, go for it, Hannah. How about this? If my aunt wants me to do it, I'll do it, because then I feel like if you were to get mad at me using it, I could be like, dude, Auntie said I wanted me to do it, you know? Instruments are meant to be played. I kind of want to try it. Here, I'll just do it, whatever. And yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay. So here it is. As Dr. Rollifson said, there's a double reed that's enormous. And you automatically look goofy when playing it because you're supposed to puff out your cheeks. And I only really like tried to make some sounds and like look at some stuff last night. But what if we do this? So take it for a spin. Yeah, so it looks like there's 8 holes, sort of unintuitively. Automatically, you do automatic because you have to go. I played the clarinet for a really long time, since I was 7 and all through college, actually. So I don't know, maybe like 15 years or something. And that you play with your fingertips, but this, depending on like which hand position you want to use, I guess you use like the flat parts of your fingers. Something I noticed is that there's like 2 main types of sounds I guess you can get from it. One is that sort of maybe default tone thing, but then there's a more buzzy sound if you just sort of blow harder and like. Also, this is used to tune it. The more I press down here, the more this closes off and the higher the pitch gets. And also the more likely it is to get that buzzy sound. It's like easier to get a sound out, but it's going to be closer to that. So I wonder if I do this, some reverb, and then do this. Oh, I wonder if we do this. Lots of reverb. I'm not sure the best sound to use. I have to like tune it first. And this note is like, I think purposely sort of slightly flat as opposed to like what we would expect in our normal scale. So that's a Duduk. Let's check out a professional playing it. Armenian Duduk remix. What is this? Why do I feel like this? What? No, get out of here. I want to see someone. Okay, I want to see someone playing it, but I also want hoping to have something maybe like actually authentic. You're Insomniac. I hate Fludio. And what's up, Coffee? And hello, Patui. Patui came in the middle of that. Maybe we can just. What is this? Auntie said, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I appreciate it. I'll probably just get my own. There's one master dude. Yeah, this is him. Yeah, I don't know. See how the vibratos are? It's like, it looks like you're like chewing on the I noticed that, Dr. Olofsson. Yeah, that was, you mentioned that. I was like, damn, it did sound really similar. We actually don't need to blow that hard. I want to do the something that maybe like features the actual instrument a little more, like in terms of the texture. Maybe. Yeah, that video is relaxing Armenian music with Duduk. Yeah. And hello, Popcat. So some of you may have heard me do stuff like this when I improvise. And I think you're going to see why now. I don't regret you doing it either. I don't regret, not at all. I just put everybody to sleep. Thanks for the claps. I feel like that'd be something good to do on a regular basis. Doing very deliberate, like dedicated breathing. I feel like it could be almost like a form of meditation in a certain sense. Where it's like you take these big, deep breaths and then like you're super focused on the way the air is coming out. Okay, maybe we can move on to something else, maybe bring it back a little later. I'm trying to think of how we could, hey, Ronnie McDonough. That's why you love doing meditation on wind instruments? Yeah, that's what it feels like. Same thing when I do my attempts at throat singing, I very much get that same feeling. What would be like something that would transition well between those? I feel like Asturias is the closest thing, but I don't think I'm ready to do Asturias right now. My hands are like solid rocks, they feel like. Ronnie McDonough, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate the support. Oh, Nightbot. Thank you. Thanks, Ron. Yeah, I appreciate the support in all its forms. Thanks, Ron. I try to do my best to present a stream that's, unique and unique on Twitch and authentic to me and something that provides value to other people. So it's nice when people give support in all its forms back, and you don't have to return the doo-doo. Yeah, we'll see what Sevon says. He actually literally just texted me something about it, but we'll see. What's up, Moonscar? How are you doing? All right, enjoy the lurk, Dr. Rollifson. More Taraga, perhaps? Perhaps. Doing well, but avoiding chores and errands? Yep. I know the feeling. Thanks for the claps, Patui. Ekis. Maybe. Ekis. Ekis. This is neat. Thanks. Yo, Paul. Dude, I was actually just thinking about you the other day. I forget how it popped up in my mind, but I was like, where's Paul been? Hopefully things have been all right, still alive, but inundated with work. Gotcha. Musician things? Yep. Wait, so smug. Wait, what? What? Thanks, Vol. Oh, wait, how did I not do this? I mean, it's not actually that close, but it's something we can do. Is it Shihan? Or maybe Shehan? Anjana? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Viva did end up saying something in that song. You can always tell they really like Capricho Árabe. Hobby, how are you doing? Tyrell, thank you for the 8-month resub and the kind words. I appreciate the support. Splash Game, nice to see you. Thanks for the claps. Thanks, everybody. Some guy on Twitch. What scale do I recommend? I mean, practicing any scale. It's not going to be the scale itself, but it's the proper practice of it that's going to help. So typically, like a common mistake is that people maybe play a scale a bunch of times, like, and actually get the notes wrong or something like that, and then they finally like, and it's like, oh, okay, I played the notes, so that's what I'm supposed to do. Like, there are certain notes in the scale, and if I play them right, then like I'm improving. But that's not really the point of practicing scales. When we think about technique, I mean, it depends on what your goals are in music, and obviously knowing your scales and stuff like that is, and especially for improvisation and stuff, it can be important, but it's more about how you play it. How controlled did you feel? How even, or it was the rhythm and articulation and tone. That's more of what's important. So if I did this, like, versus one is a C major scale, and the other, I guess, is technically C mixolydian. I just changed this note to this one. It's really not that much different, except now we're not practicing this pattern. 1, 3, 4. That's not really much. Or and maybe even you do different right hand stuff. Jazz style? I don't know if that's... I mean, when it comes to guitar, there is kind of a thing. Whoops. There can be different fingerings for scales that are maybe done more by a jazz guitarist versus a classical guitarist, but C major scale is kind of just a C major scale. Hey, Chill Mission. No problem, some guy on Twitch. I'm only saying this not to be like, well, actually, I really think it's a fundamentally like a super important thing that you don't just practice a lot, but you like, people say like work smart, not hard, but actually, so you're not just going like, like, oh, I just spent a long time. I just spent 8 hours today practicing, but it's like, well, what did you accomplish? And maybe you did accomplish a bunch of stuff, but maybe you also didn't, or maybe you could have accomplished the same amount of stuff in way less time. Or if you play a G major scale or something, and you mess up, It's like, stop, like, stop. You just got more done doing that slower scale. It's like, figure out what you're actually doing wrong. Do it slowly, play it right, instead of just being like, let me just try it again. Or maybe you play something and you're playing it too fast so you mess up. So what do? Try it even faster. That's what be like people do a lot, including myself. Yeah, so go to the Ouija board to tell you what to do. That's another approach. It's another approach. You accomplish completely breaking your thumbnail by ramming your hand into your chair. Gotta be careful with the nails. Yeah, that's not a good accomplishment. I've been there though. I've been there. Yeah, you could do 10 push or 100 push-ups where you're just like moving your head or something, you're like convulsing there. Or you could actually like go through all the motions and the number is smaller, but you actually did more. Should you grow out your nails? If you're willing to do it, then I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, if you can, do it. Drawing to fill in, you can scribble all over the place, yeah, and you just happen to, maybe you go over the spots that are actually need to be filled in, or maybe you don't, and you're just doing this and hoping to fill it in, or yeah, you could be like, done. And it looks better too. You do it faster, and you get a better result. A nice and haunting piece. Yeah, I like, it's an anonymous Fantasia from the Renaissance, and it's just very simple, and I like playing it like really heavy. Unlike this, which is also a Renaissance piece, but this one Spanish. It's a theme and variations. Okay. Hey, type delete. It is though sometimes. Yeah, but they better actually be your aesthetic. It better not just be an excuse. What's on? It looks like it's gonna be one of those days. I'm just fumbling around everywhere. Oh, also I'm really hungry if you can't tell. This might have to be a shorter stream. We'll see. You always seem to stumble into those. You're talking about this one specifically. It happens sometimes. Sometimes I just get sidetracked, and we start talking about conspiracies. Man. Thanks, Smevi. Nice to see you around. Man, I'm just... Maybe it's the lack of food and sleep. And I have some distractions, but... I'm doing alright, Solomon. How are you? Simple classical guitar songs? I know quite a few. Maybe I can play some. Maybe it's something I'd actually be able to play right now. Also, simple is kind of relative, but sure, let's do it. Welcome in, Mind Skater. Are you friends with Solomon? What's the song called? It is, well, it's a study piece. I don't know, I can like kind of go by some different names, but it's a study in E minor by Francisco Tárrega. And it's quite similar to this piece. It's like the little cousin of this anonymous Spanish piece, Romanza, or Spanish romance. welcome in Fox the Guy. I don't do requests, but hopefully you just enjoy the music that I do end up playing. At least that's the hope. Thanks for the claps, Viva. Also, if you're here and you're new and you haven't followed the stream, make sure to do that. And you can also help out by, if you do !socials, by going on and checking out everything there. It would help out a bunch. Let's see. Also, simple stuff. Andrew York is good for some simple stuff, like Snowflight. You never use more than 2 fingers at once on the left hand in this piece. And you almost never move out of the first position. You got simple stuff for guitar. Wait a second. Small in Music, thank you for the follow. Is this the Small in Music that makes the YouTube videos? Usually I don't like call people out of lurking, but I'm just too curious. If so, we're big fans of your videos around here. Yes, but you're not that famous? Well, I don't know about famous or not, but, you know, that can sometimes be relative. But, guys, check this out. That's super cool. I really appreciate... Hey, Nick. We were just looking at some stuff yesterday. Guys, You know, the triangles, fireballs, and triangles, fireballs, and diamonds. Smolin made that video. We were looking at a fugue, and I was trying to show them like the different parts. There are three different fugue subjects, and so we looked at the standard notation, and it wasn't quite sinking in. So it's like, well, let's look at a graphical. Maybe not. Wait, okay? Well, let's simplify this. Let's simplify this. Are there? Maybe we are, because I feel like you would. Oh, I'm thinking of Smolin with an A. Never mind. This is a. Now maybe one day we'll get, okay. Well, you know what, Smolin, welcome in. Regardless. Irregardlessable. Also, hello, Star Warkin. For those who don't know, I was talking about these videos. Also, hello, Humpier. How's it going? I don't think I can keep up. Now I'm like, am I gonna be able to keep up that enthusiasm? Well, okay, what kind of music do you do? Also, I'm gonna try Snowflight at a tempo that I've never done, but yeah, I think closer to what Andrew York wanted, but we'll see. Well, let's try a few different things we can try. That felt really uncomfortable and forced. I just didn't want to play it that fast. If it reads something, okay, gotcha. Well, I love video game music. Hey, Cheap Asian. Faster does equal more music, as we have all learned from America's Got Talent. Du fromage. Du fromage. Haji. Thank you for that follow. Okay, you know what? Oh my gosh. You'd have a golden guitar that sounds like absolute shit. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my god. Flight of the Bumblebee? I know. No, that's all right. No, that's all right. No, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. I know. I know. You don't have to say it. Oh, those are some pretty fast claps, Patui. Almost as fast as I just played Flight of the Bumblebee. Hey, what's up, Liz? Sip. Yeah, that's just how I sip. I'm just different like that. I'm just kind of different. I guess it's just me as like a creative. I'm just kind of different. I just kind of do things differently. I just always have. I'm just kind of different. It's why I play Flight of the Bumblebee so fast. I'm just kind of different. Wow, I'm gonna shut the hell up. All right. Or am I? Hello, Baloo. Guys, I don't know what is going on today. Also, this creaking is... Man, I'm just like losing it today. Also, Amber is maybe the name? Amber? Amber. Thanks for the follow. Thanks, Smevy. Thanks for the GGs. It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion. Especially right now. I am struggling physically and mentally. I'm just... Dimples. That's called Squares Suspended. And this is by Candlelight, which you know. Thanks, Tyrell. Dude, I'm losing my mind. I can't. Also, my name is pronounced. It's just a nickname, but it's pronounced Schnav. But we were talking at the beginning of the stream about a potential name change / just using something different for the music that I record and like put out on Spotify and stuff. Because I'm not sure Schnaff is the best name. Again, when I first made this account and came on Twitch, I wasn't even streaming. It took a couple years before I even started streaming. What would I go with? My first name, maybe with my last initial on Twitch, if I were to change that. But maybe just my full name, my actual name for music on Spotify. But dude, I'm just well, see, that's one of the issues. That you misspelled my name, this name, and that's super common. No. Like super common. So what the actual hell? Let me see something. Yeah, like most people, like people just sort of naturally interpret it as like a German name. What the? Wait a second. What the hell? Dude. Yeah, but Auntie said, you know, people struggle. My last name, they struggle so hard pronouncing it and spelling it. Like, so badly. Emergency footstool? No, I can't do that anyway because the keyboard's in the way. But yeah, this is something that's been on my mind the past couple days and has been like actually pretty distracting. People get used to it. I guess I'm just worried that I wouldn't be, I don't know, taken seriously by people outside of Twitch. Like, it's just weird. So I don't know. If you guys have any actual ideas, let me know. Hey, Ned. I think it's difficult to try to encapsulate who you are, aspects of who you are in your music without using your name, like my actual name. Also, hello, Fair. How's it going? Guys, I just can't play today. I feel so off. Also, I'm trying to get better at this. If you'd like to help support the stream, so that I can continue to bring music here and on other platforms. If you have the ability to subscribe or cheer or donate, or if you don't, you can even follow and share stuff on other platforms to get more people in. That would be super helpful, so that I can keep doing this. Anonymous, thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you for the support. I'm doing so. Am I? I don't want to just like reject the, I guess, compliments. I just. Yeah, I only have one guitar. Well, there's only one of me. But yeah, Anonymous, thank you for the bits. I was hoping it'd be something like actually with a name. Like not the name of like a YouTube channel or something. Cause then that's also probably not the best. Like put out music as just a guitar. You know what I mean? Also, Artifice, a music that grasps how I feel. It kind of, it's more that I'm just a little frustrated in how off I feel. I just feel off. It's not enjoyable to play an instrument and just be messing up all the time and just be like uncomfortable, if that makes sense. Hello, Sirius. Thanks, Kazi. Just Brojo. I don't know if we ever figured out if it was Brojo or Broho. Brojo? Nice to see you again. Thanks for the claps. Brojo, okay. I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I should just end the stream? It's only been 2.5 hours. I just feel like I should be doing more stuff offline or something. I feel like I don't know. Sometimes I guess I just feel like I'm. I don't know. That's muted. Wait, what's muted? I get the feeling more and more like I just need to be doing more stuff offline. And that, yeah. Listen to the most? I wish I had a straight answer for that, but I rarely have simple answers to questions. It's really just whatever. It depends on the situation and also just what I'm in the mood for at the moment. It can change, but a lot of different stuff actually. I know that's not a good answer. certain aspects about music that you wish were given more consideration? Just music in like, this may be a hot take, but I don't think music notation is much of a problem in general, because I don't care all that much. Let's say I'm not totally preoccupied with the right way to play music. I don't think it's a good, I don't think it, like, how do you say, like, functions well. I don't think it plays out in practice well. And I actually don't think it even theoretically is if you take it to its like idealistic theoretical end, I don't think I'd want to ever be there. So what I mean by that is, let's say a composer writes a piece, and in this hypothetical situation, they're able to so perfectly notate everything down, and the performers are so perfectly able to read and interpret the notation that they play it exactly how the composer thought in their head. Well, you'd get the same interpretation. And I don't care very much to play music like other people do. For one, it's not for this reason, but I don't think there's very much use for that. If someone's already played and recorded or something like that, like obviously there are going to be situations where people haven't heard a person play something a certain way. But overall, I'm not trying to concern myself with what's right or wrong. I'm trying to think of a goal of whatever I'm doing. It doesn't even have to be music, but sure, music. And going like, am I achieving that goal? And my goal simply isn't to play something right. Like, it's just not what I just don't care enough about that. It's not like I don't consider and go like, I don't give a shit. Like, but yeah, it's almost, to me, it's almost so straightforward and maybe like simple in my mind that I struggle to explain it. But like, I don't know. I just don't care if it's. How would the musicians of the time play it? And you must play it like that. It's like, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't actually. Nope. No, I don't. Like, I don't think there's actually anything inherently of value about the correctness of any art form, actually. There are in other aspects of life. You know, if you're an engineer or something, like, certain things like better be correct. Although I guess even in that sense, it could just depend on what you want, you know, to simplify things, what you want a particular tool to do, or what you want a particular machine or product to, what you want the result to be. It's like, well, I built this product to do this thing. It's like, well, I want to use it to do this other thing. Like, I don't have the same goal in mind, so I'm going to use the thing you built and use it. It's going to work. It'll work to do what I want it to do. In fact, maybe it actually works the best. It's the best thing that I could use to accomplish my goal. And I'm not going to stop myself from doing it just because it wasn't the intention of its original design. I don't know. So maybe that is the aspect of music I wish was given more consideration. It's like, what's your goal? That people think about the goals of music as opposed to what's right and wrong. Also, I wish people didn't think of music theory as a set of rules. Is it the way we write and read music influences the way we think about music? Currently, there's a lot of emphasis on pitch. Well, I guess that's because pitch and also rhythm are going to be way easier to quantify. Those are quantitative aspects of music. And yes, they can like slightly vary in terms of, rhythm and stuff like that, but you can't really quantify, nor do I think it would actually be useful to quantify or attempt to. Well, you can't to describe qualitative things such as timbre. If we maybe had a way, so if we think on guitar, you'd be able to kind of do it, but we have. This is just like our neutral point, and then ponticello and dolce, or sul tasto, sul ponticello, but ponticello, dolce, and normal. Now you could maybe divide things up and standardize the division of these places and be like, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you could notate where on the string you actually pluck, but Jesus. Jeez. Again, I don't even think it's worth, I don't think I'd even follow what people did there. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. It sounds appealing. That okay, I wonder, my initial thought in response to that is one that could be maybe taken as offensive. Um, but those, I would say, those are decisions you should be um, making on your own. So like this is one of my I can't get in the mind of a person. And sometimes people, we can't even get into our own minds, and I mean truly into our own minds. Like, what are our real motives? If we're being completely honest, and our motives may not be singular. But what I mean is, sometimes I get the feeling that sometimes people, you like rules and stuff. Yeah. So, uh, I get the feeling that a lot of people who are, in particular in this situation, for example, people who are like, this is the way the music must be played. I'm going to find the exact tempo marking that this was supposed to be played on the exact instrument and find it. And in their mind, they've developed the right way to do it. And that must be sort of empowering in the sense that you could say an aspect of control comes from that type of thinking, and an aspect of well, a lack of needing to actually make your own decisions, because that person's not actually deciding how they want to play a piece. They're just trying to find the ways to like be told what to do. And so you can now justify your interpretation in an almost logical sense. And that's got to be somewhat soothing to be able to do, to not have to deal with, did I make the right decision? Because in that person's mind, they made the correct, objectively correct musical decision. But that's not how that works. That's not how that works. And if I have to explain that, then I don't know if it could maybe take a while, but I think those people have missed the entire point. Like, they've missed the point. Like, there's a dude who I've like, you kind of like made fun of a bit on, who makes videos on YouTube. He's obsessed with like, well, what would Cherny do in this situation? How would he play box music? And this is like, it's like, dude, you missed the whole thing. Now, like, you can do whatever you want and have whatever interest you want in your life, but again, I get the sense, I can't prove it, but I get the sense that he's looking for this rightness, this absolute objective correct thing in the music, and it's like, dude, it doesn't exist. Like, that's not how this works. Like, how do you feel? Like, what are you trying to do? What if that person wanted to do something that's different from you? Like, you're not the same as that person. There's gonna be times in every situation you're playing music in is not gonna be the same. Like, dude, I don't even play the same piece the same way. I'm not always feeling the same way. It's not always the same situation. There's no such thing as the right way to play. Like, the right way to do it. Unless you're thinking of right on sort of a lower level, meaning like the right way to, or the way that's going to best give you the chance to achieve your goal. Alternate form tablature. Yeah. Yeah, but there's something abstract, perhaps, that's missing from tablature that I think is actually that there's something. I think the standard notation gives you a type of information that I at least prefer. Like, I want to, it concerns me more to think of these notes as C, E, and G, and not as the 3rd fret of the 5th string, the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and the open 3rd string. There's not much inherent value or worth or information in the number of a fret on a string. But there is something to the fact that it's this pitch or this note. And you could be like, well, what's the difference? Well, the difference is that this and this produce the same pitch, but now they're like notated differently. And we might as well call it the same thing, because although the sound is different, the timbre is slightly different. I don't think it's different enough where using this type of notation would be better than just saying it's C in like this particular C. If that makes sense. What is this crackling sound? What the hell? Don't get me wrong, sure there are limits, but those limits can be considered to be an advantage since its strictness limits the margin of error. Wait, limits the margin of error of what? Can you actually, I may have missed something there. I'm not sure I understand. At the end of the day, I like whatever sounds good, but I wouldn't mind a little bar that tells you played 89% correct. What that correct means, I don't really care. It'd be for your own satisfaction. I guess that's a little different, but although that kind of depends on, again, what your goals are. Because if you're just talking about notes and rhythms, you don't need a bar. With enough education and experience and knowledge, you'll know. You'll know. I don't know. It's like you'll just know. Yo, what's up, Rich? But again, it's like, what's better? It's why it's one of the reasons I also struggle to answer what's your favorite chord. It's like, I don't know. Like, what? It's not even. I'm not even like thinking on like that dimension or something. I can't think of bad chords or something. Like, this is a perfectly good chord and is no better or worse than like this. They're just different. Like, they're very different, have different functions and different sounds and the different qualities. They're just different. And I don't even know, if I had to answer, I would literally just be saying something for no reason, and it just wouldn't even be what I actually felt. But it's like, what do I want to do? Like, what effect do I want to have? Is this a good chord? It's like, I don't know, how do I think it's gonna make the people who are listening feel? And if I think it gives me the best shot at getting people to feel that way, the way I want them to, then I think it's the best chord in that situation. It's like, what's better, playing something loud or soft? What's better, food that's hot or cold. It's like, I don't know. If I'm drinking, or if I've just done really strenuous exercise and I'm sweating a bunch and I'm out of breath, you know what I don't want? Like a hot drink. Or if I'm freezing, it's like the middle of winter, maybe I want some coffee and I want it to be hot. And so like, but the coffee and the cold water, the hot coffee and the cold water aren't better or worse than each other. And maybe I don't like my coffee the way someone else does. So even the same drink, you can have it different ways, and none of those are going to be better or worse than the others. Okay, we have ascending. Boom, 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 boom. And they might pound the keys. There could be a treble and tone dynamic. Yeah, and there probably will be. For like, depending on what the goal is. Paradise, me, Paradis. Thank you for the subscription, especially while we're doing something that's non-performance related. Thank you for the support. I enjoy discussing these things. I actually think they're quite important, and even if I didn't think that, I think they're interesting. So thank you. So in a lesson, I would introduce things like crescendoing, having a wrist roll at the end, maybe a wrist circle, and so on. But I could conceive a possible way to notate the gesture at a position whereby they follow the gesture, they get the correct sound. You could do that. I think it seems like it'd be better to... Okay, so these type of things, and same thing with tablature too. I guess we have to think about potential. In life, I tend to be drawn towards things that are more difficult in the beginning, but ultimately have the highest potential. So tablature is objectively easier to look at, to just kind of look at and get you to play something right away on guitar, for example. Like what I would need to do to play this D major chord, if I knew nothing about music or even what a guitar was, given tablature, there's just less information and less needed to do this. There's extra steps in learning note names and then where the fingers go based on those notes and all that. It's actually just more. But ultimately, where it can go and where you kind of plateau is like, I guess the graphs kind of look like this. It's like this is tablature and this is standard notation or something like this. They'll like kind of go like that. And I want the one where the highest place I can potentially reach, that's what I want to go for. So I think you could get the person, like, I'm not sure it's so important right away. If a student is just like trying to play 5 notes, your goal at that point is maybe it's not so important that, especially because there's going to be a lot of information on the page. If we just think about it from like a sort of like very realistic, like practical point of view, like they're already going to be like, meh, like what the hell? And if you have all the things that are needed to notate it, your page is just going to be like covered. And already people seem to be look at standard notation and their eyes just go like, so if you just do this, and yeah, maybe they're like, you can eventually teach them and like they can learn ways to, make these decisions on their own. And I think the more you can do for a person where they're able to do on their own the most with the littlest amount of information or help is going to be the best. It's like kind of like teach a man to fish. And so I'd prefer to do that, where I already feel like there's like, you could go, well, people have always maybe thought there was enough notated in our scores, and then we come along and add more stuff to it. So like, oh, you don't want to be like them, but I actually think there's too much. I think there's too much written down. Maybe it comes in the form of like, oh, there's 4 fortes. Like, okay, like that is like, maybe there's all these maybe there's words and like descriptions written down for stuff, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really think I like. I don't know if we really need that. Like, maybe, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like as I've through attempting to do the work that I've tried to do with music, that in the form of, you know, studying an instrument, so like the technique stuff, the theoretical stuff, thinking about composition and analyzing and listening and training my ear and trying to connect even maybe having a less exacting form of notation, looks more at other elements. It could free the composer. Oh, I mean, I guess it sounded like the opposite, maybe, of what you were saying, if that makes sense. Because it sounded like you wanted to put more things, or maybe focus on more things. But I feel like you gotta like if you're gonna choose things, maybe the rhythm and pitch is like probably the best. But I mean, so maybe what you're saying is okay, this is probably not exactly what you're saying, but just as an example, maybe not the best example. But okay, super extreme random example. Perhaps instead of even writing notes, you like describe the music in words. And you don't even tell the notes rhythm, time signature, like pitch, no rhythm, no time signature. Bonne nuit. All right, good night, Kazi. Thanks for hanging out. And so then you just tell someone maybe how you want the how you think the musician should make the listeners feel, something like that. I don't know. It's, and perhaps there's some worth to that or some validity, but honestly, I think the system's pretty good. Want to feel sad in a 440 hertz sort of way? I want to feel enlightened in a 432 hertz sort of way. What brand is a Yamaha MOXF8? Like, already as it is, sometimes I add in like extra notes to stuff or just change stuff around. If I think it fits how I'm, I don't know, hearing things and helps me get closer to whatever it is I'm trying to do. Then like I'm down to do that. Well, I think it would only be a bad thing if we don't. It maybe comes back to my initial thing that I was saying, is that we need to. I think it would be very helpful for, again, actually just in life in general, but to simplify things in terms of music and music education, to focus more on intent as opposed to correctness. Felipe Yoshio, thank you for the follow. Also Varix, thank you as well. It's like, what are the results of your actions? Like, what do you think the results of your actions are going to be? And is that what you, is that your goal? Is that helping you achieve your goal? If we can maybe think in terms of that as opposed to just, is this right or wrong? Well, it seems like the correctness thing maybe is like this. Okay, when you first start out something, you have to think more in terms of right and wrong, because a lot of the things you're focusing on are going to be a matter of right and wrong. So for example, I mean, if it's like, okay, play a C, and the student goes, it's like, no, that's actually wrong. And you could be like, well, what if it was a C? It's like, all right, then it would be a C, but it's not. And we've agreed that arbitrarily us, whoever we're doing this, it's an E. So like, and this is a C. So like, that's right and wrong. That's just how that is. And so we have to start in terms of learning, when it comes to just like standard practices, learning a particular language, we have to think in terms of right and wrong. But if we never branch away from that, then that's maybe where the problem lies. So you're the arbiter, Lang? No, we are. There is no arbiter. And obviously you're being sarcastic with all the with the camel capitals. So that's, I don't know, that maybe seems like the biggest problem. So when I'm teaching, whatever level a person is at, I try to always focus, depending on where they are, it's like focus on different things at different levels simultaneously. So it's like, yeah, this is what I want you to do now. Try doing this, but you don't, not because it's right or wrong. It's just like, it's probably beneficial. So to give like an action, like a not even hypothetical example. Right now, someone's working on this. The beginning. God, my hands are solid, bro. Okay. And it was something more like, and I was like, okay, that's not inherently wrong to put space between chords, but it's like, let's try putting as little space as possible. then once you gain the control, what is going to be the consequence? What are going to be the consequences of deviating from that? So maybe you go like, and you purposely put space, dum, dum, dum. And what does that do? Is that right or wrong? Is that right and this is wrong? Maybe is this one right? You have to roll. It's like, I don't know. What do they do? They're not the same. They're just not the same. So how are they different? And which one's going to help you out the most? Which one's going to be better for your goals and your situation? Maybe I wanted to, I don't know. Or perhaps like, I don't know. And I can't decide for a person. And even when I play it at different times, I'm going to do different things. Now, is that how I think someone would play it in Italy on a lute in the Renaissance? I doubt it. But it's like, okay. I would ask someone that they'd have to convince me that like the burden is on them, perhaps, to convince me and to argue why that is why that would be the highest priority and what the value in that would be. Which is not to say that there isn't value to it, but it's like, dude, for one, I'm already not playing it on a lute. 2, I'm not in Italy. 3, it's not the Renaissance anymore. So Like, what is even happening here? What the hell? What's even happening here? Wait, I just can't play the music? Yeah, I don't get to do this with my hands? Like, leave me alone. Like, leave me alone. And they may actually, I don't know, maybe they'll say that. Or maybe they'll just like sort of strongly suggest it, even if they're not aware that that's like partly what they're implying. It happens on Twitch, actually. It takes the form of being a real music streamer. That there's this idea of what the correct thing is. And that there's pressure both explicitly and implicitly in people's words and behaviors. To be like, you should be doing this stream and you should be playing these things in this way and you should have things organized like this and structured this way. And that's the right way to do it. That's like what it means to like hold this title, perhaps, of Twitch musician, something like that. And it's like, yeah, no thanks. You want to just like leave me alone? You want to just like let me do my thing? And like, I'll let those people also do their thing and they can run their thing how they want to do it. It's like, or are you telling me I actually can't like exist here? That this is not a viable option? Because sometimes that's like kind of the feeling I get. It's like a rule is being broken, but it's like, what are these rules and why are they here? If they are here, which they're not, but some people seem to think these rules exist. And it's like, I don't see any rules. And if they were, I wouldn't give a shit anyway. So like... So it's like, can I not just take this instrument and play this like this? It's like, that's wrong. It's like, okay, I guess I did something wrong. All right. I'd perhaps be more interested in if someone... Okay, so if someone told me not to do something because it's wrong, I care less about that than if someone said you shouldn't do that because there isn't any value in it. Or perhaps there's way more value in something else. That would be more convincing to me. But if there's value in something that's wrong, you know, this is an oversimplification, but if there's value in something that's wrong and really no downside, then I just don't really care. Playing has no drip. Also, hello, Shell. Okay, I'm probably gonna head out. I will play the ending song first. First and correctly. Thanks for all the hearts. Thank you everyone for being here. If you haven't already followed, make sure to do that so you know when the stream is live next, which will be on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. I have an appointment with another hand person in the morning, but there's no way that'll go on that long. Also, if you have the ability to subscribe, cheer, donate, anything like that, I would greatly appreciate it so that I can eventually make playing music and streaming, doing that full time to make that a reality. And if you're unable to financially support, you could also help by sharing things that we put out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, all that stuff to help get more eyes on the stream. That would be super, super helpful. And perhaps a showing of value. Speaking of value, instead it I think sometimes about, I was saying like how the stream is structured and stuff like that. And like, you don't do things like how almost every other stream is structured. And what someone probably could say is like there's like objectively speaking, seems to be less monetary value in the way I've chosen to do things and what I've chosen to do. And I'd like to get to a point where that's actually not the case. If that makes sense. Carolina Gringo, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Baloo. I'm glad you guys like the Duduk. I'll probably just get... I should just get my own anyway. Yeah. So let me find someone to raid. Hello from Vienna. Welcome in. Unfortunately, I am just about to end, but I'll be back on Wednesday. And hopefully I'll see you then. Perhaps. Oh man, I need food in my stomach. Maybe we can raid this person. Or perhaps... Yeah, we haven't raided Fernando in a while. So Fernando is a jazz guitarist from Brazil. Yeah, so we can go over and say hey to him. Yeah, copy those raid calls. Thank you, Fair. I appreciate the help. Okay. /raid Fernando Souza guitar. I wonder if it's in follower only mode. It's definitely not sub only mode. So thank you everyone for being here. I'll see you on Wednesday. In the meantime, let's say hey to Fernando. Take care, everybody.